Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Kayla Jukic. If you are new, if you're not, hello again. In today's video, I am actually going to be taking you guys through a week of workouts. The main reason for that is because this week is actually going to be my last week kind of just going through the motions with workouts. I have not been on an actual structured program in about 2 months' time, and that is solely because pretty much the whole first month of the new year I was traveling, so my workouts were here and there and all over the place. And when I was finally done traveling, I kind of just wanted to take a couple of weeks to just get back into my routine and kind of just work on getting my strength back and that kind of stuff, because it has been actually so hard the past couple of weeks. I am so sore still, but I'm getting back into the groove with it. I'm getting my strength back and that kind of stuff. So I think next week I'm actually going to make myself a structured program to follow for like 6 to 8 weeks. So with that being said, this is gonna be my last week of workouts. Like I said, not structured. So I kind of want to take you guys along with me and show you what I'm doing, even though I pretty much kind of still do the same things here and there. I obviously have a little bit more freedom to change things up, you know, every week or every day or whatever it is, but I am truly excited to get back onto a program. I love being on a program, and that's when I see the most results. Today is Monday, and Monday I usually do legs. That is just a fact. Monday is leg day. I don't care what anybody says. It's just Monday is legs. But last week my workouts were kind of a bit pushed back. So I did my second leg workout last week just on Saturday, which was just 2 days ago, and my quads are still pretty sore. So I'm gonna start today, day one, doing a pull workout, which is back and biceps. I have been loving working out 4 times a week, so doing 2 upper bodies, 2 lower bodies, and that is just the vibe that I've been feeling. I feel like I can work so much harder, and I really need that extra rest. Let's go to the gym. You guys, welcome. Happy day one of this week of workouts. The springtime is here, which means summertime is around the corner, and I wanted to give you guys something to follow along with. So if you're a beginner or someone who's looking to kickstart their fitness journey before summertime, honestly, or even if you just want to switch up your current workout, this is the video for you. Now, as mentioned in the intro, I usually start my weeks with legs, but last week was a bit off for me and my legs are still sore. So we're starting this week with a pull workout, which is back and biceps. This is one of my favorite days of the week, especially the back exercises. As always, I start all my workouts with some dynamic stretching to get my body warm and ready to go through this lift. I have a full YouTube video on my dynamic warm-up routine for both upper and lower body days, which I'll link above for you. But basically, I spend 5 to 10 minutes taking my joints and muscles through full ranges of motion stretches. To start this workout off, I did lat pull downs. So I always like doing a warm-up set of my compound exercises. So I did 1 set at about half of my working weight for 10 reps. Then I increased to my working weight, which was 90 pounds, and I completed 4 sets of 10 reps. Then I moved into this seated row machine. This is one of my favorites lately, and one piece of advice I would give to you, and something I've been actually implementing myself, is to allow your back to round and overstretch when you're rowing back to the starting position. So yes, pulling the weight is the resistance and tension, but as you can see, when I allow my arms and shoulders to fall forward, my back also stretches and gets tension here too. This is something I learned from a trainer at my gym, and my back has felt so much more engaged using this tip. I did this for 4 sets of 10 reps. Next, we're tackling the seated high row. So row variations are huge in my back days because it is one of the best pulling motions, but different variations can hit different muscles. So for example, in the seated row we did before this, that was more upper mid back versus this high row that's getting those muscles plus the traps, but also a lot more lats. You could do this with both hands going at the same time, but I really like isolating one side to really focus on the movement pattern. You want to have your hips behind your shoulders, keep your elbow tucked in, and your chest and head up. I completed this for 3 sets of 10 reps on each arm. As you might be able to tell in my face, we're doing biceps now. I honestly don't mind biceps, but they have been giving me some discomfort lately, especially in my right elbow. On and off, I think I have tennis elbow, so I've kind of been avoiding them here and there. This seated curl machine, I don't find too much discomfort using, whereas a barbell gives my elbow so much pain lately, so I've opted for doing this version, 4 sets, 10 reps, and I superset this with dumbbell hammer curls, so make sure to grab a set of dumbbells before starting and just bring it over to your machine. I just sat backwards on the seat of the machine to complete these, and I did 4 sets of 12 reps. Last but not least, we are doing a back extension superset to target those lower back muscles. Now, I feel like a lot of people skip lower back muscle exercises, but they are super important because they help you support and protect your spinal column and just your overall back. Having a strong lower back is important for a lot of your compound exercises like your squats and deadlifts, so make sure not to skip out on these. What I do first is hold a 25-pound plate in my hands and I complete one set of 10 reps. Then I drop the plate and I do 10 more reps just using my body weight, and that is one set. I do 3 sets total. Day 2 of this week's workouts, I am doing legs, but more specifically quads and glutes. Now, for years, I never really did quads and glutes together. I would literally have a glute and hamstring day, and then my second leg workout of the week would be quads and calves. But I have been really loving focusing more on compound exercises on both leg days, and I feel like I can do more of the same exercises when I put quads and glutes together. So for example, I'm very basic with my workouts. I like doing a squat variation, which is usually a back squat or like a pendulum squat, a thrust variation, so always hip thrusts, and then some sort of like lunge or leg extension variation, and getting to do some of those twice a week instead of one, like yes please. I decided to start this leg day off with barbell back squats. After I finished my dynamic stretching, I did 2 warm-up sets of 8 reps just using the bar. Then I did 3 sets of 8 reps, which you can see previously, and then I added 5 more pounds on each side and did 1 set of 6 reps. Now I figured since I was already at this rack, I would use the bar to do my Romanian deadlifts after my squats. I usually prefer just using dumbbells, but the barbell version has been slowly growing on me over time, so I did it for 4 sets of 10 reps. Now I actually forgot my barbell pad for hip thrust this day, and to be quite honest, I did not even want to bother setting up for barbell hip thrust because it just takes so much work, so I opted to use this hip thrust machine. It is such a lifesaver sometimes. I would actually argue it's more of a glute bridge because I find the range of motion to be slightly shorter than a barbell hip thrust would be, but it's still super good for the glutes and even hamstrings. I did it for 5 sets of 10 reps. If there is any exercise or specifically a machine that makes me have the ugliest workout phases, it is 1000% the leg extension. It's just honestly death for me no matter how much I use it or how long I've been working out. It is always so hard, which is obviously a good thing, but I was using 70 pounds here and I did 3 sets of 8 reps. Honestly, like I said at the beginning, my quads were still pretty sore, so this was definitely a struggle. Last exercise for the day is this seated abduction machine. Now, I'm not gonna lie, in the last year or so, I've really neglected this machine or just abductions in general, but in the past few weeks, I've reintroduced it back in. Maybe sometimes you honestly just need a break from some exercises. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling about this one. I like going for higher reps here, so I did 3 sets, 12 reps. Happy day 3, guys. Today is a push day, so we're doing shoulders, chest, and triceps. I started my workout with dynamic stretching as always. I just didn't record it because it is literally the same thing that I showed you for my pull day. Once I was done that, I started my workout with this plated shoulder press. This is the first time I've actually used this machine. I usually prefer using dumbbells. I'm truly a sucker for free weights, but lately I've been finding machines have been kind of my forte and what I've been gravitating towards. I completed that for 4 sets of 10 reps. Next, I'm moving into one of my favorite chest machines at my gym, which is this seated chest fly. You want to remember to keep your head and chest up and out, almost like you're puffing it up. I did 3 sets of 10 reps. After that, I decided to do another chest exercise to just bang it out, as chest is really my least favorite to train. This is the seated vertical press. Here, you want to keep the same tips of the chest fly in mind. So chest up, head up. I used a tad bit lighter weight, yet something that was still challenging. I did 4 sets of 12 reps. Now let me know if you agree with me or not, but I feel like machines get sort of a bad stigma sometimes. I find people view them as not valuable, especially compared to free weights, but they really are and still should be utilized. I definitely was missing the free weights, so I headed over to the dumbbell section. I picked up a set of 12.5s and a set of 7.5s so I can complete a shoulder superset. First, we're doing 10 reps of lateral raises. As you can see, you can do it either standing or sitting. I prefer doing them standing, and then I superset this with chest supported front raises. Again, doing 10 reps. Once both the lateral raises and front raises are completed, this is one set. Then you're gonna rest and repeat for a total of 3 sets. Now, the front raise primarily works the delts in your shoulders, but it also works a bit of your upper pec muscles. So it's a perfect move on a push day. I find this to be a really, really good shoulder burn. And the best for last. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or have watched any of my other week of workout videos, this is my absolute favorite tricep exercise and machine to use, which is this seated tricep dip. This was the only tricep exercise I did this workout, so I opted for higher sets. I did 5 total of 10 reps each. Welcome to day 4 and the last day of this week of workouts. We're hitting our second leg day of the week. Now, I used to go to the gym like 5 to 6 times a week, but I have been loving, for the past 3 to 4 months, just going 4 times a week. I feel like I'm giving my body the rest it needs while still banging out really good, challenging workouts. Now, to start this one, I used the pendulum squat machine that my gym has. We got it just a few weeks ago and I am so obsessed with it. It is much better for quad growth than a back squat is because of the range of motion you can get. I did this for 4 sets of 8 reps. Now, I've been finding myself doing RDLs twice a week recently because I just love them so much. So earlier in the week, you saw I did them with a barbell. So for this workout, I opted to do dumbbells. I like doing my RDLs more glute focused, so I think about hinging at my hips as if you were trying to get your glutes to push back and touch a wall behind you, allowing yourself to have a soft bend in the knees and make sure you keep your back neutral. I did this for 4 sets of 10 reps. One of my main goals I have is to grow the booty. So of course I did hip thrusts on both leg days. This is just a must for me. Again, I decided to use this machine instead of a barbell just because of simplicity. I completed 4 sets of 10 reps, and on the last rep of every single set, I held it for about 2 to 3 seconds to really feel that burn. I don't focus too much on calves, honestly, because I'm not trying to get them huge, but I also don't want to neglect them completely. So I did 5 sets of 10 reps on this seated calf raise. I usually prefer and opt for using the standing calf raise machine, but all of them were in use and I didn't want to just sit around and wait. Now, last but not least, I ended this leg workout with standing kickbacks. This machine is super convenient. If you have it in your gym, totally use it. But most commercial gyms don't, so you can just do cable kickbacks with an ankle attachment to complete this. You want to make sure you're keeping your core tight and really think about that mind to muscle connection in your glutes. I did this for 4 sets of 10 reps on each leg. So I completed 10 on the left leg first, as you can see, and then I went straight into 10 on the right leg without any rest. Once you've completed both legs, then rest. And that completes this week of workouts. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. Make sure you subscribe to me down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.